Leon Cameron says it will be hard to leave out Stephen Coniglio if the Star Giant says he's ready to play in the AFL Grand Final. Coniglio is recovering from a knee injury but is pushing hard to play.
So if Coniglio gets through training tomorrow and he says to you in your little chat, I'm ready to go, will you play him?
You're putting me right on the spot here, aren't you, Robbo?
Oh, he's a gun, mate. He's a gun. We know that.
Look, I trust him wholeheartedly, and if he actually looks me in the eye and says that with the confidence that I know he has, then it makes it hard not to. Yeah, it's going to be interesting and intriguing. I mean, look, and I'm sure there's in grand finals gone by, there's tough decisions to make from players that mean so much to your footy club, to get up and play and find a way, to guys that have been left out. So there'll be no different with us, but we're going to have to take some emotion away from it. But put it this way, I'm really happy that we're in this position, because it means that our players are really keen to play, and they're putting their hand up to play on Saturday, which is 3 or 4 weeks ago, when we probably had a number of injuries, we probably didn't have that opportunity.
Premiership winner Benji Marshall says he is not opposed to Israel Folau returning to Rugby League despite moves to block his bid to play for Tonga. Marshall spoke on NRL 360.
It doesn't faze me if he's allowed or he's not allowed to play. I definitely don't agree with the things he said, but to me, we need to decide what we forgive and what we forget. Because I see, and this is just my personal opinion, I think domestic violence is worse than what Israel did. I don't agree with that, but yet we let people who have done those actions come back into our game. So, where do we sit in terms of what's right and what's wrong?
I just find it extraordinary. On one end, we've got a player who kicks in a door, threatens to kill everyone inside, 9-year-old boy hiding in the bathtub asking if he's just as night he's going to die. He's now being considered for captain of a team. And then on the other hand, we've got a guy who comes out and puts a post on social media saying that if you don't repent because you're...
Certain things, you're going to hell.
And we just say, mate, can't have that in our game.
And Jeff Horn has ruled out retiring from boxing, declaring he couldn't let his final act in a boxing ring be that of being knocked out. Horn admits family and friends tried to talk him into retiring, but the 31-year-old is determined to climb back to the top of the Aussie boxing.
Yes, as tough as it is, yes, I will keep fighting.
What was that decision-making process like? Did you have to talk to your family, your coach and trainer Glenn Rushton? Who were the people that you leaned on in this decision?
Look, mainly my family. I had to speak to the wife and people like that, but it's my decision, and I feel like I can't go out like that. Yeah, I know I can do better than that, and I will.
There were reports Horn's relationship with trainer Glenn Rushton was on the rocks after failing to stop the fight, and some stinging criticism of the 31-year-old's training regime, but they won't be splitting.
Look, Glenn can frustrate me with what he says sometimes, and that what he said about the pizza and Coke certainly did frustrate me, but yeah, I'll be staying with Glenn. We've got a great relationship, and we'll be fine going forward.
The former WBO welterweight world champion says a rematch with Zarafa is at the top of the list for his return to the ring.